Hey everybody, what's up? This is Rich. In this video I'm going to show you how to do basic keyboard shortcuts. It amazes me how many people don't know how to do these, but once you learn, you'll be amazed at how fast you can copy and paste text and move around in text. This will work in regular Notepad, which is what you're seeing now, in Word, in chat programs like Yahoo, MSN, AIM, whatever you use, Skype, doesn't matter. It will also work in IRC and any place where you can have text. And if you saw the video on caret browsing, one of our recent videos, it will also work there too. So make sure to check out that video after this one. I'm going to type some sample phrases in here, and then I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do. Now, here's my mouse. You see me moving the cursor. I'm going to move it over here so you know that I am not using my mouse to do any of this. Okay, so the quick brown fox jumped over to lazy dog. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Mouse is still where it is. I did not touch it. And I will explain to you how I just did that in a bit. I'm going to go through some keyboard shortcuts here. Now, we all know that using the left and right arrow on our keyboard will move left or right, and the up and down will move up and down. That's very obvious. First thing I'm going to show is just basic navigation using the home and end keys. So if I press, now notice that I am on the first line in the middle of the word jumped. I'll press my home key. Now my cursor, I am going to move my mouse to show you where I'm at. I am now over here. If I press the end key, it will go to the end of the line that I am on. Now you see my blinking cursor over here. I'll press home again to go back to the left. Now, if you hold your shift key and you use the right arrow, you'll start selecting text to the right. And it will continue to do so until you let go of shift. Now, if I let go of shift, it just unselects what I just selected. Now, if I put my cursor after the word over on the first line, hold shift again and press the left, it'll do selections to the left. If I put my cursor after the word over and I hold shift and press down, what it will do is go down the line and select all the text from where I was, one line down in the exact same position, which is right after the word over. Press my home key, I'm back at the first line. If I hold my control key, I want you to look at the cursor carefully. See how it's jumping from word to word? That's what happens when you use the control key and you're moving. I'm using my left and right arrows. Now if I press shift and control at the same time, it will select word for word. This is different from just shift, which just goes character by character. So I'm going word for word, and it will work in either direction, just like I showed you a moment ago. Now, here's a couple more tricks. If I do shift and control and end, it will go from the beginning of where I was all the way to where the text ends. Now, I'm going to pick a random spot. I'll pick the fourth line in front of the beginning of the word quick. Shift control end. What it did is that it selected everything from where I started to where the text ended. So if I do the same thing, I'm going to go to this line in front of the word fox, and control, shift, and home goes in the reverse direction, all the way back up. Now if I do a control A is an alpha, that's a select all. It looks exactly the same as the control shift end, but it's not, because what control A does is that it's a select all. That's what that means. Control Shift End does not mean select all. It means select everything from your current point. So if I do a Control Shift End, you'll notice it didn't select all. It selected everything from my current point. If I go back to that position and do Control Shift Home, it's everything in the reverse direction, that being to the left, from my current position. So that's different from Control A, which just does everything. Now if I go to the top and do Control Shift End, it appears to do the same thing as Control A. That's only because I was at the beginning of the text. Now, for what I did in the beginning here, I'm going to show you that I'm going to delete it and then just do the same thing I did in the beginning of the video. So I can do this one of two ways. I can hold Shift and then End, down, 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 or if I wanted to make it easier, Control